This is the story of how one failed payment startup accidentally created a trillion-dollar empire. A group of 20-somethings with zero banking experience took on the entire financial industry and completely changed how the world moves money. But most people don't know the chaos behind it. The fraud, the bankruptcies, the betrayals. In just 4 years, this company survived 2 CEO coups, fought off eBay, nearly ran out of cash a dozen times, and somehow still became a billion-dollar business. But that's not even the interesting part. Because the same people who built PayPal went on to create YouTube, LinkedIn, SpaceX, Tesla, Yelp, and dozens of other companies now worth hundreds of billions of dollars combined. Today, they're called the PayPal Mafia. They didn't just get lucky. They followed a pattern that turned one company into over $1 trillion in combined value. And today, we're breaking down exactly how they did it. This is the untold story of the PayPal Mafia. Let's get into it. But first, quick reality check. Here's why most people never build anything close to this. Mental overload and decision fatigue. Top performers use simple tools to clear mental clutter during critical moments. If that resonates, there's something in the description that might help. All right, let's rewind to where it all started. Chapter 1. The Birth and the Battles. 1998. Silicon Valley. A programmer named Max Levchin, who had fled Soviet Russia after Chernobyl as a child, moved to California with a dream. At a lecture one day, he met Peter Thiel. They clicked immediately. Peter gave Max $100,000 to build a company. Their idea? Send money between Palm Pilots using infrared beams. Around the same time, literally in the office next door, Elon Musk started a company called X.com. His vision, an all-in-one digital superbank. Both companies were burning millions. Both were desperate for users. And when Elon saw PayPal's idea, he said, "That's a dumb idea. They're doomed." But then both realized people just wanted to send money via email. Simple, fast. Suddenly, they were offering the exact same service. A war began. PayPal offered $10 if you signed up. X.com went bigger, $20 per sign-up. They were literally paying people to join, bleeding millions every month in a race to see who would run out of money last. But then both realized this war would kill them both. So in February 2000, they merged. Brutal negotiations. Elon became CEO. Peter became head of finance. Max stayed as CTO. The war was over, or so they thought. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button. We break down billion-dollar success stories like this every week, because what happened next was even more dramatic. Within months, the merger was falling apart. Different cultures, different visions. Peter Thiel resigned. The shockwave hit the entire company. Elon and Max had concerns about Bill Harris, the CEO. Too slow, too traditional, so they conspired, drafted a vote of no confidence, got signatures from employees, went to the board with an ultimatum: fire Bill, or we all quit. The board had no choice. Bill was out. May 2000. Peter returned. Elon became CEO, but the drama wasn't over. Chapter 2. The Second Coup. Fast forward to September 2000. Elon Musk is finally in charge. But tensions are rising again. Elon wanted to rebuild everything on Microsoft Windows. Max wanted Linux. They spent months rewriting code that many thought was a complete waste of time. But the biggest issue? Elon wanted to kill the PayPal brand. He wanted to rename everything X-PayPal, make PayPal just one small feature under the X.com empire. Peter and Max were furious. They argued that PayPal had brand loyalty. Customers loved the name. Changing it would be a disaster. Elon didn't care. He ordered all references to PayPal removed from the website. And that's when Peter, Max, Reid Hoffman, and several other key executives made a decision. Elon had to go. But there was a problem. Elon was the largest shareholder, the original founder of X.com. Getting rid of him wouldn't be easy, so they waited and planned. September 2000. Elon left for his honeymoon with his wife Justine. The moment his plane took off and he became unreachable, the rebels struck. They went to the board. Same playbook. Vote of no confidence. Mass resignation threat. And this time, the target was Elon Musk himself. When Elon landed and heard about the coup, he rushed back immediately. But it was too late. The board had already decided. 2 days later, Elon was fired from his own company. Elon was devastated. He said, "I have given every last ounce of effort, almost all my cash, and put my marriage on the rocks. And yet, I stand accused." Peter Thiel became the new CEO, the PayPal brand was restored, and Elon, he walked away, heartbroken and humiliated. Most people would have given up after something like that. Disappeared, retired, but Elon didn't, and that's where the real story begins. Chapter 3. The Explosion. By 2002, PayPal had survived the dot-com crash, beaten eBay, and went public at $1 billion. Months later, eBay bought them for $1.5 billion. Everyone was suddenly rich enough to never work again. Most people would have retired. The PayPal crew did the exact opposite. 2002, Elon Musk takes his money and found SpaceX. Goal? Colonize Mars. Everyone thinks he's insane. Today, SpaceX is worth over $180 billion. 2003, Reid Hoffman launches LinkedIn. People laugh. Facebook for work? Today, Microsoft owns it for $26 billion. 2004, Peter Thiel invests $500,000 in Facebook. Zero revenue. Everyone says he overpaid. Today, worth billions. 2005, Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawed Karim build YouTube in a garage. 18 months later, Google buys it for $1.65 billion. Today, worth over $400 billion. Jeremy Stoppelman and Russell Simmons launch Yelp, worth $3 billion today. The list goes on. Palantir, Affirm, Tesla, dozens more. Total value of all PayPal Mafia companies? Over $1 trillion. $1 trillion. From one group who worked together for just a few years. But here's the twist that nobody saw coming. Remember when SpaceX was on the brink of bankruptcy in 2008? When Elon was days away from losing everything? Who do you think helped save the company? Peter Thiel's investment firm. The same Peter who helped orchestrate the coup that kicked Elon out of PayPal. Years later, when the dust had settled, they put their egos aside. Because the PayPal Mafia understood something that most people never learn. Your network is everything. And when someone in your network succeeds, everyone benefits. Quick note, you're probably noticing the visual diagrams showing all these connections throughout this video. There's a reason for that. Research shows people retain information 65% better when it's presented visually. If you're creating content, tools like Instadoodle make it easy to add professional animated visuals without design skills. Chapter 4. The Pattern and the Lessons. So what's the real secret? How did one company produce so many billionaires? Here's what nobody talks about. The PayPal Mafia didn't just get lucky. They built a system, a network, a playbook that compounds wealth over time. First, they invested in each other. When Reid started LinkedIn, PayPal Mafia members funded it. When Elon nearly went bankrupt, PayPal connections saved him. They didn't just stay friends, they actively multiplied each other's success. Second, they thought in decades, not quarters. When Elon started SpaceX, people said he was wasting his money. He was thinking 20 years ahead. When Peter invested in Facebook, it had zero revenue. He was thinking 10 years ahead. While everyone else optimized for next quarter, they optimized for the next decade. Third, they solved massive problems, not small ones. Elon didn't start SpaceX to get rich. He genuinely believed humanity needed to become multiplanetary. Reid didn't start LinkedIn to flip it. He wanted to change how professionals connect worldwide. They aimed for impact first, money second. And ironically, that's why they made more money than people who chased money directly. So what does this mean for you? You're probably not going to colonize Mars or build the next YouTube, but you don't need to. The real lesson is this: your network determines your net worth. The people you surround yourself with will either pull you up or hold you back. Start building relationships with people who are going somewhere, not just people you like, people who are building things, people who think long-term, people who care about solving real problems. And here's the uncomfortable truth. If everyone in your network right now is comfortable, playing it safe, optimizing for the next paycheck, you're in the wrong network. The PayPal Mafia succeeded because they surrounded themselves with people who were as ambitious, as crazy, and as relentless as they were. When things got hard, and they got hard a lot, they had each other. They invested in each other. They saved each other. They built together. That's the real secret. Not talent, not luck, not even hard work. It's the network. Let's bring this home. The PayPal Mafia started as a group of ambitious 20-somethings working at a chaotic payment company that almost went bankrupt a dozen times. Today, they've created over $1 trillion in value. They've launched rockets into space, built the world's largest professional network, created the most watched video platform on Earth, and funded hundreds of companies changing entire industries. But they didn't do it alone. They did it together. So here's my question for you. Who's in your network right now, and are they pulling you up or holding you back? Drop it in the comments. If this opened your eyes to how real wealth is built, smash that like button and subscribe. We expose patterns like this every single week. One last thing, the PayPal Mafia didn't wait for permission. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They didn't wait until they had all the answers. They just started, and they brought the right people with them. So what are you waiting for? Thanks for watching. Now stop watching and start building.